Marcus, what would you say are some of the inventions in technology that help us a lot with our everyday lives?
It's got to be the GPS app in my phone. You know, one button, I know where I'm going. Too easy.
I never knew you had no sense of direction.
I do.
But now I know. For me, the smartphone is very important because it has my emails, it's got my contacts, and my schedule for the day. So I have that with me all the time. Now, the reason I ask is because a lot of designers or a lot of inventors would say that every invention begins with a problem. And where do you think the solution begins?
Where does it begin?
Begins with a sketch.
Ah, that's right. Now, when you think about it, inventions in technology have really simplified and at the same time enriched our daily lives. And it's always interesting to see how modern technology has influenced and changed the way we choose to live.
Imagine the amount of dust and allergens in the air. It is these micro-living organisms that cause the many frustrations in life.
But with technology being so advanced these days, some cleaning devices can help improve indoor air quality. Hence, reduce dust mite allergy or other allergy symptoms. So how does British inventor James Dyson tackle these problems?
There's a myth about inventors that all you need is one good idea and you'll make your fortune. But the fact of the matter is, you don't have ideas like that. Well, you start with a problem that you're having to solve, and you start building prototypes, hundreds of them, perhaps even thousands of them. And very often, the original idea or the original problem doesn't look anything like the final solution. So the important thing is this journey from prototype to prototype. And during that process, of course, you get hundreds or thousands of failures. And the failure is the starting point, because when something fails, you understand why it fails. And then you start to think of ideas as to ways you can overcome that failure.
Engineers have to match specifications, build prototypes, evaluate the concept, and make justifications in the whole design process.
After creating orthographic projections of sketches and fully rendered three-dimensional isometric drawings, the device needs to undergo a lot of tests before becoming machines.
Hi John, it's a pleasure to meet you. So, in your perspective, how would you define a creative invention?
I think an invention is truly innovative only if it answers a real-life frustration, a real-life issue. No matter how big or small, this doesn't matter, as long as it's a real problem. And when I come across one of these, then I'll set out to develop a new technology that answers it, and that ultimately will make the life much easier and much healthier.
So what are some of the challenges faced as an engineer?
Well, engineering can be a frustrating process in a way, because it's a constant iterative process of designing, building and testing, and this inherently involves a lot of failures, but at some point you will come across a more successful design. Engineers have to be stubborn and persistent. That's a challenge.
Advanced technology has made life easier and more efficient. For instance, with the cyclone technologies, vacuum cleaners nowadays are smaller and more refined, and are able to capture a particle that is about 200 times smaller than the diameter of a human hair.
The power-dense motor and suction of the handheld cleaning device can spin at high speed, capturing the fine dusts and dust mites droppings in the bed.